Hey, welcome back to Livin MN Outdoors. My name is Daniel and thanks for joining us for this week's fishing report. Before we get started, if you guys could, like usual, if you use any of the guides or resorts mentioned in the fishing report, please let them know you saw them on Livin MN Outdoors. And if you guys could, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with our weekly reports. With that being said, let's dive into today's report. All right, let's head up to Lake Winnie. This past weekend we were up there. We stayed in one of zupsguideservice's fish houses and the fishing was really good. We were in about 16 feet of water. We got a nice mixed bag of perch, walleye, and a few bonus eel pout and northern pike. Now, if you guys are looking to stay in a wheelhouse up on Lake Winnie, Scott's up for Zups Guide Service. He's got really nice wheelhouses up there. They got the kitchens, they got dish network in them with TVs, very comfortable, clean, and he's always moving them to keep them on fish. Now, he told me his next available dates are February 1st through the 3rd. Otherwise, he said give him a call and see what other availability he has later in February. So if you guys are looking to stay in a wheelhouse up on Lake Winnie, go ahead and call Scott from Zups Guide Service. Now, Scott also wanted me to mention he is starting to take bookings for open water season. He said as soon as he opens that up, they start to fill really fast. So if you want to get some really good select dates for open water fishing on Lake Winnie, go ahead and get those booked as soon as possible. We went out with Scott this summer. We hammered the walleyes. He's very knowledgeable. He'll teach you, not just show you, but he'll teach you how to get on those walleyes out there, and it's well worth the trip. So if you guys are looking to book a trip for open water season, go ahead and call Zups Guide Service. All right, now moving over to the Pines Resort. I talked to Chad today. He said the bite remains very strong out on Tamarack Bay and out on the main lake structures. As far as wheelhouse and vehicle restrictions, they don't have any. They're allowing all combinations out at this time. As far as roads go, they're still expanding their road systems. He said today they're headed out to Stony and the rock piles out on the main lake, and they have tons of pre-plowed chutes for fishermen to come up this coming weekend. Now, as far as what they're biting on best, for us, a plain red hook and a fat head, that produced probably 90% of our fish. Otherwise, jigging buckshot spoons with minnow head was really successful for drawing fish in, and we did hook up with some nice fish that way as well. Now, the Pines Resort, they do have a full bar and restaurant, fish cleaning house, live bait, cabins. So if you're looking to get up to Lake Winnie, go ahead and call Chad from the Pines Resort. All right, moving over to Mille Lacs Lake. I talked to Jeff from Castles Resort today. They have two zones going right now. They have zone 1 where they're allowing out 1 tons and dual axle wheelhouses. He said they're going to have plenty of room for those bigger houses there. And then zone 2, they are allowing half-ton trucks pulling single axle wheelhouses out there. And they have really expanded zone 2. So lots of fresh virgin waters to fish. And that's where we're going to be headed this coming weekend. So hopefully we'll bump into a few of you out there. Now, as far as the bite goes, he said some houses are doing really well and some houses aren't catching much at all. It's kind of hit or miss where you can get on the structure. And, you know, it's fishing, not catching. Now, Castles Resort, they also offer wheelhouse and skid house rentals. So if you want to get up there and stay in a rental or in a cabin, go ahead and call Jeff and get that booked as soon as possible. So if you guys are looking to get up to Mille Lacs Lake out of the Isle Bay area this coming weekend, go ahead and call Castles Resort. All right, let's move up to the north end of the lake. Barnacles Resort and Campground. I talked to Alexa today. As far as this weekend goes, they will only be allowing seasonal people to drive trucks and cars out on the ice. Otherwise, the public can drive out ATVs, side-by-sides, and snowmobiles. Now this weekend they are going to allow you to pull out wheelhouses with your ATVs or side-by-sides. There is no size restriction on your wheelhouse, but they do have a bridge, so if you're going to pull out your wheelhouse, make sure you use the bridge. Don't go around it. Now as far as fishing goes, she told me 22 to 24 feet on the sand. She said they've been having really good luck over there. Dead sticks, plain red hook, shiners, rainbows, fatheads, those have all been working. And then also be jigging, that helps call those fish in as well. Now Barnacles Resort and Campground, they do have a bar and restaurant, so make sure you stop in, get something to eat and drink. Or if you're looking for a rental house, go ahead and call them. They have lots of rentals and they can help get you in one. So if you guys are looking to get up to the north end of Mille Lacs Lake this coming weekend, go ahead and call Barnacles Resort and Campground. Now guys, one thing before we move on from Mille Lacs Lake, they have a ton of snow up there right now. And just one thing I want to mention about the ice roads is don't drive on the side of the road that has the big snowbank on it. Cheat your way to the side without the huge snowbank. Drive in the middle of the road. If a car comes the opposite way, scoot over a little bit, but don't hug that snowbank. It's really hard on the roads. And there tends to be a lot of slush and open water underneath those snowbanks. So just follow that little piece of advice there. Stay away from the snowbanks and you guys will be just fine. Alright guys, moving over to Leech Lake. I talked to the guys from Horseshoe Bay Lodge today. As far as wheelhouse and vehicle restrictions, at this time there is still no diesel trucks. They're going to allow half tons pulling up to 24-foot wheelhouses or 3/4 ton trucks pulling 21-foot wheelhouses. Now they've been extending their roads pretty wide. They're out on Big Rock Reef. They said the fishing was really good there this past weekend, but they have plenty of room all over for fish houses. They got 300 plus plowed chutes waiting for you guys. So get on up there and do some fishing. Now as far as what they're biting best on, like most other lakes right now, plain red hook, a rainbow, otherwise jigging buckshot spoons in red or orange has been working the best. They've been getting a lot of really nice walleyes. They're getting some perch mixed in, and the burbot bite remains very steady up there right now. Now Horseshoe Bay Lodge, they do have showers available, bar and restaurant. So if you want to get up there, get something to eat and drink, or you're a little bit smelly during the weekend, go take a shower. They'll take great care of you. So if you guys are looking to get up to Leech Lake this coming weekend, go ahead and call Cam from Horseshoe Bay Lodge. I also talked to Leech Lake guide team up there. They are running lots of guide trips, whether you want to be on Leech Lake or some of the smaller local lakes chasing panfish. They said the panfish bite is really hot up there right now. Bluegills, crappies. If you want to chase walleyes on Leech, they can accommodate that too. But they do have some availability, so check them out on their website or give them a call. Now, if you guys would like to rent a wheelhouse up on Leech Lake out of Horseshoe Bay Lodge, Tanner from Only Outdoors, he just bought some new ice castles along with his existing ones, and he said he has a lot of weekend availability in those new houses and a ton of midweek availability in the bigger houses. So if you guys want to stay up in a wheelhouse on Leech Lake, go ahead and give Tanner a call from Only Outdoors. Well, that's going to do it for this week's fishing report, guys. But with every fishing report, we're going to do a segment called Catch of the Week. This week's catch is from Zachary Bismarck out on Lake Winnie. He caught this beautiful 29-inch walleye. Congratulations, Zach. Hope you had a blast while catching that fish. Now, if you guys would like to send pictures in to the fishing report, you can go ahead and send them in to livinmnoutdoors@gmail.com, and we will get you in next week's fishing report. Now, if you guys do get out fishing, hope you have fun. Be respectful of other fishermen. Don't crowd your neighbor. Pick up your trash. And most importantly, don't forget to get on out there and get living.